Hey, welcome back to AI Tech Hub. I'm Techie. Today, we're bringing you a brand new explainer, and we're unpacking a totally vital role in modern technology. We're talking about the control tower of code, otherwise known as the DevOps engineer. Let's dive right into how they actually orchestrate the digital world behind the scenes.
So what does a DevOps engineer actually do day to day? You see the buzzword literally everywhere on job boards and tech blogs, but when you strip all that away, what is the daily reality of the role? Well, to really grasp this, we first need to look at the massive friction that exists before a DevOps engineer ever steps onto the scene. Section 1, the problem of silos, developers versus operations.
Okay, so there is this fundamental divide in software creation. On one side, you have the developer's laptop. It's fast-paced, it's highly experimental, and it's totally isolated. But then, over in production, the live environment, things need to be rock solid. They need safe, constant releases without any chaos. If you just chuck raw code over the wall from the laptop straight into production, you get crashes, total disaster. So how do we actually solve this?
Section 2, the airport control tower analogy. As our source material brilliantly puts it, the tower doesn't fly the planes, but they make sure everything moves smoothly and nothing collides. I absolutely love this. Think of a massive international airport safely routing hundreds of planes every single hour. A DevOps engineer does exactly this, but for code. They aren't in the cockpit writing the core application. Instead, they're sitting up in the tower, orchestrating the safe, constant flow of traffic. Section 3, key DevOps responsibilities. Right, so to keep those digital skies perfectly safe, DevOps engineers have some very specific day-to-day duties. First off, they build the actual systems that get changes from a laptop into production. To do this, they rely heavily on automated testing. Think of this as the mandatory rigorous safety checklist a plane absolutely must pass before it even approaches the runway. Next up, they build deployment pipelines, which act as structured, guaranteed flight paths. And finally, monitoring. This ensures the live environment stays totally stable long after the code has actually landed. Section 4, the essential DevOps toolkit. Let's actually map these specific software tools directly back to our airport analogy, because it fits perfectly. CI/CD pipelines, that's continuous integration and continuous deployment, those are your automated flight paths. They guarantee a plane gets from point A to point B without, crossing into oncoming traffic. Then you have Docker and Kubernetes, which run things reliably. Docker is basically the standardized cargo container, making sure the cargo is packed exactly the same way every single time. Kubernetes, that acts as the massive system of hangars and gates managing all the airport's resources. And finally, cloud infrastructure. This is the physical airport itself, the actual runways and terminals hosting the entire operation.
Section 5, anatomy of a smooth code release.
Let's walk through the step-by-step journey of code, completely stripped of the usual chaos. Step 1, the journey begins on the ground. Code changes start on a developer's laptop. It's raw, it's new, it's ready for its maiden voyage. Step 2, before it gets anywhere near the public, automated testing kicks in to ensure safety. The DevOps systems rigorously check the code for any bugs or errors. Step 3, once it's cleared for takeoff, the deployment pipelines take over. They act as that automated flight path to move the code smoothly and securely out of the local environment and into the real world. Step 4, a safe landing. The code is now live, but hey, the job isn't done yet. The DevOps systems continuously monitor the live production environment, ensuring the new code integrates perfectly and performs seamlessly for the users. No collisions, just a flawless, smooth release.
Section 6, what's your biggest deployment hurdle? Bridging that gap between a laptop and production can still be a pretty bumpy ride depending on your setup. So what friction points are you seeing in your own environments? Comment DevOps down below to let us know your biggest hurdle. Or if you want us to cover a specific tool next in our Explainer series, whether it's Kubernetes, CI/CD, or cloud infrastructure, make sure to follow AI Tech Hub for more, because we break down a new concept every single explainer. Now I'll leave you with this final thought. The next time an app updates perfectly on your phone in the middle of the night without crashing, ask yourself, who was sitting up in the control tower of code making sure that landing was entirely flawless? Thanks so much for joining me today, and keep learning.